believe it or not, this does a pretty good job. Welcome back to my channel, Come Relax and Learn. My name is Eric, and today we have a video on my gunsmithing, or the tools that I use for gunsmithing, or gun cleaning I should say. And I have a variety of supplies, from gun snakes, jags, tubes, swabs, cleaning agents. I'll go through everything here. Alright, so I have different calibers in my collection, from pistol, 9mm, 45 ACP, 45 Colt, 44 mag. And for rifles, excuse me, I have a 22 rifle, I have a 30-30, 30-06, I have an AR, I have an AK, and I want to shoot them safely. I want to make sure that when I go to the range, where it's a secured and safe and proper way to shoot them, I keep them clean. So I don't clean them all the time, but when I do, this is what I use. Okay, after I disassemble my guns, I have several cleaning agents. For example, this Casey gun scrubber is pretty cool because it shoots a very high pressure spray, and it kind of knocks out or takes out any chunks of carbon, or any chunks of or pieces of powder. So this is my first step when I go to clean. Then I go to any of these two bore cleaners, either Hoppe's number 9 as usual. This is the classic one. Sometimes I find that to clean the barrel, Hoppe's does a little bit better job than ballistol. But ballistol is an all-purpose one. It has a little direction stick here, or nozzle. But I hit the gun with this, all parts, and I just let it sit. Let it sit for 5-10 minutes while I get stuff ready. And believe it or not, this does a pretty good job. Now, I shoot cast bullets, and sometimes there is residue, and this fouling agent really takes care of it. You got to be careful because it really smells. Do it outdoors. It's really bad for your lungs, and it smells pretty strong. So I do this in those cases. As far as lube agents, I don't think it really matters, but I do the Hoppe's number 9, or I have the Otis from the different kits that I've acquired throughout the year. And I've got this gun butter that I bought at the Glock store. It's very overpriced, but in my opinion, it does a pretty good job at keeping your gun oiled. And also I bought this Hoppe's gun cloth. It's got a wax treatment that you can just rub it on the outside, maybe before each stage of a competition, or maybe before you go out to the range. It keeps them lubricated. If you keep them in a safe, it's a pretty good idea to get one of these. All right, let's talk about jags. I keep them in these MTM boxes that I got, and they're pretty handy because you can put all kinds of jags here, especially these that clean the star chambers. And we all know what we're talking about. I don't want to keep saying those names because I don't want to get demonetized, but you know, different calibers, pistol calibers. I even got these. I think this yeah, it's for the rifles, but it's got this coil that it's kind of newish, and it does a pretty good job. So I try to keep them in boxes, keep them organized. This other Jag has other pistol calibers, and I've got this sweeper ones. I forget the brand, but I've got them in 9mm. I think I've got them in 22. What it does is you put them in the barrel after putting the scrubbers or the bore cleaners, and this pushes out with a lot. What it does is it pushes out, you know, the in the barrel, so it takes with it all the carbon, and when you pull it back, it does the same thing. So these are pretty cool. And of course, you've got the metal brushes and stuff. And I've got a whole bunch of these Jags. It pushes the cotton inside and outside of the barrel. And another type here and here. And I just got another brush wire for the 9mm, because funny enough, it's the one caliber that I shoot the most, and I didn't have one, which is kind of funny. And then I have a slotted tip. So yeah, so that's it for Jags. I also have a 9mm sort of kit that I keep with me on my competition bag in case anything happens to my 9mm. I guess I did have some brushes here. So yeah, I just keep this in the bag in case something happens. I can just use it. Don't have to take any of these separate equipment. I just have everything on that one kit. Now, Board Tips came up with this new thing where, you know, this ties into your tubes, I guess. I forget the name, and it gets dirty. You can wash them and you can reuse them. So I'm still in the trial phases of that. So that's this. Now, my favorite method for cleaning my guns is with these. These are bore snakes, and I got them in 12 gauge. Let's see, this is for 45. This puppy here, I think, is for 22. Actually, this is for 30 caliber. This one is for, I believe, I'm pretty sure this is a 22. Yep, 22. And these are the best, because all you gotta do is run them through your barrel, and they've got these. I don't know if you can. Hopefully, you can see them. But these are like brushes. And this part behind the brushes is pretty thick, so it scrapes the barrel, but then it also cleans whatever's behind the like any debris. It'll clean it. Sometimes what I do is I'll run it through, but then towards the end I'll put some oil in here, and it'll clean it, pick up the debris, and oil at the same time. So these are pretty good to have, and it's just, you know, save yourself from having to run a wire and then the some cotton swabs to pick up stuff. And I use, you know, of course, my patches, and I have patches for star chambers, you know. I have Q-tips, And something else that I ordered, I believe it was specifically made for PewPews, and these are the pointy tips. You know, I've got my brushes, and yes, I've had these for a long while. I think they need to be replaced, to be honest. But yeah, I got a plastic, brass, it's sort of like a metal. So yeah, so these come in a set. So you can tell I am in dire need of new ones. But these will get to the hard places in your gun. These will get you out of trouble and you know, reaching those hard to get areas. So yeah, these are a must. Or you can just simply use a toothbrush, and when you're done, you can just use it on yourself. Nah, just kidding. I have bought a set of these picks. They do a great job again at getting at those corners or those areas that are difficult to get. We may sometimes the Q-tips don't work, or the brushes might not be fine enough. This will do it. But if you go to farmers markets or stuff like that, not necessarily farmers markets, but flea markets, you'll find that people are selling these dental picks, and these are my favorite to get into those areas. Now you gotta be careful you don't mar or scratch the actual metal, and that's why they have the plastic ones, but these work out great. And this is also a pretty good one. They got the thin brush on one side and the regular brush on the other, again just for those hard areas. And these bristles are actually pretty hard, so it'll last you a while. Then of course I have my good lord, I'm drawing a blank, but these are the tubes that you use to hook up. I've got, you know, every time you buy a cleaning kit, you know, you get some of these, you know, you get a different tips, and this one I have a slotted tip, you know, but this is bigger. This is like for a 40 or 45. And this one's a little bit more expensive. Southbury Dewey. This one, the handle doesn't move, so when you rotate a brush inside the barrel, for example, it rotates. Does a better job than these that, you know, when you rotate them inside the barrel, they just, it doesn't work. Now to clean the ARs, I got this real Avid tool. This got the different areas where you can scrape that bolt and get it super clean. And then when you're done, you just, it's like a barber's blade. Just put it out, and now you can just, you know, have it that way. Pretty cool. And lastly, of course, the AR cleaning kit. You know, it's got everything in here that pertains to that firearm. Got brushes with a star chamber cleaner, you know, all the extensions, you know, pretty cool, pretty handy. Alright guys, so this was just a summary of all my PewPew cleaning supplies. I will be doing other videos coming up about cleaning my specific calibers, and I will be using, of course, some of this, but I wanted to again do a quick video, show you the overview of everything that I have. Thanks for watching. I know you can watch plenty of videos, and I appreciate you watching mine. Again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.